Do you feel guilty when you reach for a brownie, a cookie, or any dessert for that matter?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. You know what? Stop it.
Okay,
Stop
fine.
feeling guilty immediately.
Okay. Nutritionist and author of, listen to this book title, My Fat Dad, a memoir of food, love, and family, is here to show us some healthy dessert dupes that are not only delicious, but good for you too, question mark?
Here, here.
Dawn Lerman, welcome to the show.
How are you? So nice to see you guys. It's so nice to be here.
This is quite a spread you have.
You had us at healthy desserts.
And everything is delicious and nutritious.
And nutritious. Okay.
That is the key.
Thank you for your time and your service.
This is important work that you're doing.
How do we not? Why should we not feel guilty?
Well,
when we eat
everything
dessert?
here is loaded with protein and fiber.
Oh.
Omega-3 fatty acids for brain health.
Okay.
Magnesium to keep your stress intact.
Okay.
I don't know if you ever feel stressed.
Yeah, you know what? Every once in a while.
So all
She's
these
a dear
things,
friend.
yeah, this combo is going to keep you fueled and feeling great all day. And there's no refined sugar, no gluten.
Wow.
Yes, so we have some powerful swaps in here. So everything I do is with superfoods, and I've been doing this my whole life.
Your whole life. Now, so when we are eating these healthy desserts,
Yes.
are calories or anything like that something that we should be concerned with?
Don't worry about calories, because when you worry about calories, you get deprived or you're dieting. And diet means die, right?
Oh,
so
wow.
the whole point is you want to always stay fueled with superfoods.
Okay.
And she said satiated before,
Oh yeah,
which is key.
because protein and fiber will satiate you, so you won't have any sugar crashes. You'll keep going
No
all day,
metabolism spikes.
and you're going to feel really full after these. And all these, they look like desserts, but they could all be mini meals.
Oh,
I love
excuse
it.
me.
It's a mini meal in a hand. Now, real quick before
Yeah.
you get to all this business, I have to ask, you've got this great title for this book. Was this, or how was your dad influential in reimagining dessert?
Well, my dad growing up was 450 pounds, so every week he was on a new diet, and whatever diet he was on, the whole family
Of
had
course.
to be on. So my grandmother, who lived in Chicago, would send me a recipe card every week and a $20 bill, and she's like, if you don't want to be like that, you need to learn how to cook. And you need to cook.
Shout out to your grandma.
Yeah,
God bless her.
beauty. And you have to cook with real food. So I've been doing this since I was 9 years old.
Look at you.
Look at you
Thank
taking
you.
control of your own
Yeah.
destiny. at
And
such
thank
a
you to
young
your
age.
grandmother.
Yeah.
She was the best. And I have used this. I teach in schools. So I work with people individually, and the whole point is you don't ever want to diet, because that's deprivation, and that means you die.
That's right.
So you want to feel great all the time, and you want to enjoy. Food is life. Food is love, right?
Amen. Now, what have you brought with you?
Okay, so these
I'm gonna
are
shimmy.
brownies, and
Okay.
so my superstar ingredient in here is chickpeas. So there's no flour.
Wow.
So it's only chickpeas, eggs, coconut oil, and we use for our sweetener, monk fruit.
Monk fruit. I know
Monk
him.
fruit.
Yes.
Chickpeas, not chickpea flour. What are you doing? You mashing
So
up those chickpeas?
all we're doing is mashing this, and
Yeah.
it turns into a flour. And basically, you throw all the ingredients into a blender. You take the chickpeas, the eggs. It looks like a smoothie.
Sure. In
Pour
you
it into
go.
your, and you go, done.
Whoa.
All these can be prepped in 3 minutes.
Okay.
well.
Yeah.
I have my eyes on this blueberry muffin
Yes.
here.
So for those, we used almond flour, and we used agave to sweeten it. You could use agave, monk fruit, whatever was your preference.
While we talk, may I try one of those brownies?
I would
You
love
certainly
to
may.
pass
I
you
just
one
feel
down.
it would be rude of me
I'm
not
gonna
to.
It would
bite
certainly
into a
be
muffin
rude.
while we're at it.
Yes.
Okay.
Next up,
Moving down the line.
the cookie.
Okay, so these only have 3 ingredients. So all we have is peanut butter, eggs, and sweetener. And again, you could use your sweetener of choice. You could use real maple syrup. You could use agave. You could use a brand called Lakanto, which is a maple syrup
Okay.
that has no sugar.
This muffin, by the way, is delicious and, dare I say, moist.
Yes.
And I do not taste a single trace of chickpeas, though I love the chickpea.
Right.
This tastes like straight up brownie.
Everything, that's the whole point. That's why they're dupes. So
Okay.
I used to do this for my kids. I'd bring them to school, and I'd be like, what do you think is the magic ingredient?
And a
nobody-
kid's going to be honest.
I was going to
Yes,
say,
and nobody ever knows.
no better quality control human than your own offspring, because they'll give it to you straight. They will
Exactly.
give it to you
So the idea is to make sure everything tastes exactly like, traditional.
Okay, and that leaves us with the blondie.
So the blondies, I'm going to put you guys to work.
Fine.
Please.
Okay, so in the blondies, we're going to pour in the eggs.
Everything here.
So pour in this entire container.
Ma'am, yes, chef. The whole thing.
The whole thing.
What do we have here?
It's
Chunky peanut, crunchy peanut butter.
Yeah, and you could use peanut butter, you could use almond flour, you could use cashew butter.
Any nut butter.
Any nut butter.
Of your choice.
Exactly.
Okay.
I like this because it's not super precise.
And that's the thing. People are always like, I don't like to bake because you have to be super precise.
Right.
And that's the thing, you really don't. When you're working with alternative things like peanut butter, you just kind of look. If it looks too mushy, you add a little more moisture.
Okay.
If it looks a little dry, then you add a little more nut butter. So this is, we have the milk, but you could use any
dairy-free milk.
Any dairy-free milk. This is agave.
Okay.
Ooh.
Salt.
Sale.
Yummy.
Baking powder.
You need some sort of leavening.
Vanilla
I
extract.
love her.
Oh, I'm gonna have you mush the bananas, and then you're gonna
Get
mix
some
those
mushing,
in.
Maddie. Get some mushing.
A lot of mushing happening.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
everyone.
nope,
They
it's
were in
okay.
the splash zone over here.
We're gonna
I love this.
mush,
I
mush,
still
mush.
can't get over that brownie.
It's right. It's really good.
Okay.
Oh, you're doing a great job here.
I'm getting in it.
Oh
I'm
my God,
trying
you're
to
doing
mush
amazing.
on TV time here.
You're doing great.
Okay, so through the magic of television, that's mushed. It goes in here.
Yes.
We're doing blend,
mush,
blend,
mush,
blend.
mush. Blend, blend,
You didn't know
blend.
you were going to get a workout.
Here we go. Working my arm. It's arm day here. at the
Amazing.
Earth
Do you want to
Living.
throw in the chocolate chips?
I just thought you'd never ask.
And these are also Lincanto, which is a sugar-free chip, but you could use any chip
Go
you
ahead,
want.
dump
You
them
could
in.
use,
Thank
also
you.
use carob chips, whatever works for you. That's it.
Oh, I like
now
that
we
sound.
are going to.
That's
We've
nice.
already greased this pan,
Okay,
so now we just pour it in here.
in they go.
This is going, are all of these baked?
All these are baked at
They've all been ba-
350,
They've all been
yes.
baked. Okay.
All right.
In the book, I have some raw.
And for the
desserts
sake of
as well.
time, we're baking. And then, Marisol, would you like to try the finished product that I worked so hard to make?
You're a good cooker, Alex.
I know I am.
Delicious.
That's that on that. I'm gonna try one myself. Oh, it feels nice and fluffy.
These are my favorite. I pretty much have these every morning for breakfast.
Oh man.
Right? They're better than a protein bar.
Really, truly. I like that.
And look how easy it was to make.
Very.
I took this less than a full television
Thank
segment.
you for using that brain, your grandma, your family,
Oh,
and all the stuff.
thank you for having me and letting me share my recipes.